vanity, the ins and outs of pleasure itself. Pleasure. So let's go. Like Jordan and I will be like you, I will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, for thine is thy kingdom, and thy glory forever and ever. Amen. As I was meditating and seeking a word from the Lord to make sure and to have an accurate process made is definitely coming to the point of, okay, what is going to make me sing a new song today, even though my mind is telling me it's not something that doesn't go to. Maybe a past betrayal, maybe someone that you love, but you don't ever know if you'll be with them ever again, or you forget about it. It's used in your mind by the enemy. That's what the enemy's trying to do. He's trying to distract. I'm very hard to distract. It just won't happen. But let us read the word first. You know how I am with this word. I love to read. I love to read the word. The vanity of pleasure. I don't know why I can't say this word. It's, I'm just gonna give it to you. That word. It's you. Yes. I don't know if that's because I have dyslexia or I just can't read sometimes. But okay, we're on that chapter 2. It is what it is, right? There's just certain words I can't say. I said, I said in my heart, come, come now. Killed a mosquito. He was trying to kill me. He was like, I'll eat you. I got him first. The vanity of pleasure. I said in my heart, come now. I will test you with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure, but surely this also was vanity. I said, of laughter, madness, and mirth. What does it accomplish? I say to my heart, how to gratify my flesh with wine, while guiding my heart with wisdom, and how to lay hold on fast, so I might see what more the sons of men to do under heaven all the days of their lives. I made my works great. I built my houses and planted myself vineyards. I made myself gardens and orchards and planted all kinds of fruit trees in them. I made myself water pools from which to water the growing trees of the grove. I acquired in my house. Yes, I had greater possessions of herds and flocks than all those who were in Jerusalem before me. I also gathered for myself silver and gold and the special treasures of kings and of provinces. I acquired male and female singers and the light of the sons of men and instruments of all kinds. So I became great and excelled more than all who were before me. Also, my wisdom remained with me. Whatever my eyes desire, I do not keep. I do not withhold my heart from any pleasure. My heart rejoiced in all the other things. This was my reward from all my work. When I looked on all the works that my hands had done, and all the labor and the field, all the grass and there was no profit under the sun. I love that about what Jesus says. It says not to be, someone that seeks pleasure, but it's what are you seeking pleasure from? It's not good to get pleasure from everything. It just isn't. It's just a trick. He's only used it as practice. Jesus is trying to portray and also trying to provide people a sense of, I guess, community almost. Because when you come around other people and you join them and celebrate, it just depends on what you're celebrating and how you're doing it. And to be honest with the Lord Jesus Christ, depending on what your heart is actually doing, that's what matters the most to the Father in heaven. He doesn't like it when people do things in excess. He just doesn't. He taught me that a long time ago. He taught me to be very careful with what I celebrate with, and I believe it. I mean, not too big, not too horrible. I'm not with it anymore, man. Tell him, Father in heaven, 5 minutes off. I just don't get it. I've been really praying. I got rooted in just seeking the Father in heaven about what I should do, what I should tell you guys. But He wants us to be very careful what we think is pleasurable. Because what we think is pleasurable is just not pleasurable. That's what we for the moment doesn't really take away the pain. Because people seem to think that it's okay in some kind of a delusionary state when it comes to pleasure. Overdream, not going to solve anything. No problem, not going to solve anything. Partying all the time, every trying to compete your life. Think just because you're partying and you're living, you're not living. You're just wasting time. You're one of the like-minded people that are low vibration people just like you. They're just as lost as you. It depends on what you're partying about and who you're partying with. Tell me who you hang out with, and I'll tell you who you are. It's a simple math. Because the high vibrational people attract and don't chase, and they attract other like-minded people when they find them on that actual level, on that frequency, higher level. Then they shall know the Father in heaven. That's what I love about Jesus, about how He shows me and sets me free. He's so beautiful. Oh, this I know. He touches my life with all of His heart. I know He's there for me. I know He's setting me free. Oh, Jesus, show me the way I should be. Oh, I know I'll never go away from you. Oh, Lord Jesus, you're precious to me. I'm just hearing the name. Oh, my Lord, you're precious to me. I know you're beautiful in all that you do. I can hear the same thing. Out of nowhere, just dropped me right now. So that means this is tricky. Well, he was like, he was in the lab and it was tripping me out. I hate to do that to him. That's so easy. He's a badass beatboxer too. Don't even get him started with the beatboxing. He's badass, man. And don't forget, guys, to remember about your chakras. Make sure those are illuminated and the vibe being above. If you're shamanic, it's going to be easier to always have your And if you're a red K leader, it's going to be way easier for you to maintain your chakras being open and not stagnant or clogged by any attacks of the enemy. Just remember that when you have your chakras open, you are able to distinguish what your intuitive nudge, right? Like you feel your intuition kick in, you'll hear from the Father in heaven so much easier. If you don't have all this clutter in your mind, like you're like just sitting there like, man, if I could just do this, that. I mean, but why not give it to Jesus? Like, if you can't do something, He will give you the knowledge, and He's not going to just deposit it sometimes like He does to me. Though sometimes He literally just drops it in my head, knowledge that I don't even know how the hell I know this. I'm like, well, it just comes out of nowhere. He's like, no. And then I hear the angels driving, and going drop and 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 drop. Looking at this angel like, what? Can you imagine me trying to tell this to people that I can see angels and hear them way better than anyone probably in the world? Like, like 99% of the whole entire world. Literally. That's a one of a kind person I am. I literally have a direct link from the Father in heaven that people just don't have. And it's not their fault. I took at least 20 years of being a hermit, staying secluded in my room, gaming all the time. I was always playing Destiny 2. You know, I was a badass Halo player. We was already in gaming, and I was a badass gamer. You know, just because I'm 50 doesn't mean I won't wreck your ass in some damn first person shooters. I will shoot you. I haven't played in a while, but I will shoot your ass. One on one. But anyways, I'm saying that to say this is that when I hear from the Father in heaven, it's just different. He teaches you how to forgive, and then most of the time you wouldn't even forgive some of the things that people do. He teaches you how to forgive. But I'm an earthling. That's just different. I don't sit here dwelling on everything, or else I'm gonna get stagnant and people are gonna be able to destiny swap with me because I'm just in my mind, right? I'm just like, dude, everybody's doing me wrong. Everybody's treating me. I'm not like that. I just they're gonna be whatever, that's what they're gonna be. I can't control people. All I can do is be the light in the darkness. Literally. Because Jesus keeps telling me to help people to the light. Stop dwelling and stop drinking. Stop doing everything to like make your mind not remember something. Just remember it, write it down if you have to, and throw it away. Say, Lord, forget this, and then just throw it away. And then watch what Jesus deposits in your life. After you let go of negativity, you will be consumed by the light. You will have an intuitive nudge that you never had before. You will hear from the other side in a way that you've never heard from the other side. This really works. I've done this for 20 years, being secluded from the world. I literally have ailments and injuries and stuff like that, like Parkinson's disease and a whole bunch of weird stuff, and I don't let it stop me. I'm still getting my workout on, you feel me? And I have injuries from hell. I got so many injuries, man. It's insane how many injuries I have. And I just won't give up. I choose not to give up. I'm gonna keep moving forward. I'm gonna keep asking Father in heaven to keep guiding my steps, keep showing me the way. There is no other way than through the Father in heaven. And Archangel Michael's here, Gabriel, Megatron, all the archangels are chilling with me right now, having fun, telling me, they're so excited. Every time I make my videos, and then all of my roofers are here, shamanic brotherhood, like all my ancestors are here, and they're so impressed by the I just keep moving forward. I just don't let people stop. I just don't. I'm not gonna let people stop. I can't. Because the more you think that you're not getting something you deserve, or like if you need validation for everything, you just can't seem to think for yourself with clarity, moving forward in all things in life, including negativity. then you will become stagnant. You have to have a way of retreating from your own self, but into the 5D by meditating. Meditation is the way of sanity and escapism when you are not strong enough to do it by yourself. And you give it to the Lord Jesus Christ, and then all of his angels and warriors will help you, or like Archangel Michael, he's going to help you, your ancestors are going to help you. You're going to be in a place where it's way easier than life, way easier. I'm telling you, man, I know what I'm talking about. So let's pull a couple of these out. Whoever is watching, this is for you, because you need a little bit of encouragement, need a little bit of giddy up on me, you know, that horse, I'm gonna get up on me. I'm gonna get that horsey boy. You gotta gallop into the kingdom of heaven. Detach from it already, the cards are not lying. Detach from the drama. Detach from it no matter what it is. I don't care what it is. And yoga is one of the best ways to do it. Not the only answer, but it will help you. You said that earlier, write it down, right? If something's bothering you, write it down and throw it away. Remember when I said that? I literally said that. Persistent. And be persistent about it. When you practice yoga and detach from the drama, yeah, persistent about it. Keep it as an actual motivational tool to stay rooted and grounded. More and more, moving forward. Don't let nothing stop you. Because you're gonna be so fertile in the 5D, meaning like if you're artistic and you like to create a lot of things, then you'll be fertile in that actual field. If you're trying to get your wife pregnant, then you'll be fertile in that way. And also, the woman treated to nature, you know, nature speak to the spirit and let them, you know, dance with them and stuff. Just like, and just chill with them, just relax, have a good time. Make that way and just listen to me. I mean, that was my point of, I mean, one more, really was a purification. You can't make it. I can't. You know, I gotta do all that. Full. I'm just wanting to share this with you guys today. Show you guys, no matter what obstacles you have, no matter what goes on in your, I don't know, just you gotta stay motivated to constantly be positive because you will be met by force. That's the whole purpose of the devil. That's what he's supposed to do. We should actually expect that now. We shouldn't allow it to bother us. Just, it is what it is. You know? Life is what it is. We cannot let life bring us down. We have to stay encouraged. We have to stay motivated. We have to know and get to know the Father intimately through prayer and through supplication, hiding in the closet with Him, spending time and meditating on His words and what He would want us to do. You know? Like that kind of atmosphere, that kind of energy, just staying rooted and grounded with the Father in heaven. The best way, man. I know what I'm talking about. I've done it for so many years, being separated from people and being a hermit. And I know that God makes a way where there seems like no way every time. Every time my mind's already like, oh man, is this even going to work? Is this even going to happen? Or when it does try that way, and then boom, that's when it happens. Because the devil's trying to come at you because the devil is like the devil's telling on you, telling on himself, like, yeah, it's about to happen. So if you are, discouraged, start attacking your mind, and then he makes people give up because he thinks you're lost, that you're not doing something right or whatever. You're not being faithful no more. Like, no, Lord, I'm tired of being faithful. I'm tired of waiting. I'm tired of this. Because even if you don't say that, even if you're not, that's what you're doing. If you're doubting, because we all do it, even me. We all go through that. But we all have different levels of doubt. We all have different levels of doubt. And I'm just choosing not to doubt anymore as much as I can. Because Jesus don't play with that doubting stuff. He wants us to have faith like a mustard seed for a reason. And I'm glad he does. I'm glad he did a 222 on the clock. I'm glad he does that. That he demands certain things like you either do this or you don't, but you will not be close to me. At least he tells us. At least he tells us if we're going to act a certain way, we can't be close to him. He doesn't just not do it and not say something. You know what I mean? That's what I love about Jesus. He at least tells us. He explains to us why we should do what he said to protect us and guard us from the enemy's tactics because the devil doesn't realize that I know that he uses people against me all the time. And I just don't care. Because I know what I'm battling against principalities and the unseen things. People don't see what I see. And it's not their fault. It's just my gift. That's what I do. Highly intuitive. One on clock. I know what I'm doing. I have many years of experience with dealing with psychos, murderers, pimps, just crazy people all my life. And I had lived and survived around them because I knew that it wasn't them that was actually attacking. I forgave them for the bullcrap they pulled because Jesus is going to deal with them anyway. So I don't have to worry about nothing. Literally. If people want to act crazy in your life, let them. Because at the end of the day, they only curse themselves and their families because that's what God says in the Word of God. If someone comes against a prophet, if someone tries to cause harm to one of his children, they can you and your family. He doesn't care if you like it or not either. He just doesn't care. 222. Because he's looking at you like, well, then you shouldn't mess with my child, and I will mess with your child. That's how he looks at you. Like, if you want to mess with my child, I'm going to mess with yours. And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty deadly. It just even sounds crazy, you know how God speaks. He don't play, man. Jesus does not play about his children. 222 on the clock again. He just doesn't. He is actually fed up with people trying to think they can do things to his chosen ones, but yet they don't want to hear nothing. They don't want you saying nothing to them. They don't want you to speak the truth to them. Like saying that their family will be affected by messing with you. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the truth. They want you to sit there and act like you're, some kind of robot or something. I don't do all that crap. I just don't care what people do. They don't. They don't care when they're acting crazy. They don't care when they're sitting there, throwing their little tantrums or whatever they're doing. So why in the hell should you care what the hell you're saying and doing? What, are they God or something? Or are they going to try to kill you or something? Because if they do that too, then they got to really be worried about that too. And their families going to have to worry about that. So that's a whole lot of worry. So I don't worry about nothing. For me on my walk, I choose to stay free. And if people don't like it, they just don't like it. I just don't care. I don't go around judging them and telling them anything because I don't care what people try to tell me what I should or shouldn't do. I really don't care. When people threaten me, when people try to get in my face, when people try to be evil to me, yell at me, I always tell them they're affecting their family's health because it's true. It's very true. It happened to me. That's how I know. When I used to come against people that love God and I thought I could say or do whatever I wanted to them, man, why do you think I don't really have as many things as I should at this moment, even though I'm doing things? Because I chose to do everything in my own power for years until 3 or 4 months ago when I chose to finally walk by God's grace and power. I finally chose to move in God's will and His light. and stop thinking that I can do and say whatever I want to, whoever I want. God, let me see that you are affecting yourself and your children and your family by the way you're acting. I was like, whoa, I'm tired of that then. I'm going to stop doing that then because Jesus is warning me. 444 on the clock to not come against his children because he will mess with my children. I was like, oh, now I can. I'm good. I'm not doing this anymore. So we gotta all learn the hard way. Sometimes we learn too late. Sometimes we learn just on time. And I chose to learn on time and said, nope, stop. I'm tired of cursing my kids. I'm tired of cursing my children. So I stopped. And that's why I love talking to all you guys on YouTube because maybe one of you guys will get that you can't treat everybody as two. You can't just treat anybody however you want to and expect nothing bad to happen to you and your family. You just can't. That's not actual reality. Because some of us actually love Jesus with all of our heart, and we truly are serving him to the fullest. And if you mess with one of his children, you are really you're barking at the wrong tree. Because I really am I'm sold out for Jesus. I'm literally doing my best to serve him in all things. You know what? 555. That's why I became celibate. That's why I became a person that does chakra work and Reiki healing and all these other good things that I've learned. And I'm not just a Christian now and just only read the word and only religious. I'm not religious anymore. I saw where I was going wrong with religion and I'm not doing it anymore. I will not become religious anymore. I will only speak about the words of the Father in heaven and his Bible without the religion. I will never have religion in my throat again, ever. And I'm so happy about it because I really didn't like it. I didn't like religion, man. I've always hated that religious stuff because I'm not going to bash anybody with the Bible. You know what you should and shouldn't do. You know the Ten Commandments and what God said. If you don't do it, you're going to curse your life and he's going to cut you off. I mean, that goes without saying. You know what God said. You know that if you mess with God and his people, you're screwed. It's just the way it is. Even if people don't believe that way, it doesn't matter. He still will come at you. You don't care if you believe in him or not. That's not going to stop him. Oh, since you don't believe in me, I'm going to let you go. He ain't going to do that. Oh, you want to come against my child? Oh, okay, I'm gonna come against your child now. And people don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. Two, two, two. You know how many times I did that to my own children, thinking I can do whatever the hell I want? Too many times. And I got tired of it. I got tired of like basically feeding into other people and letting them make me mad and all this crap just because they're angry or just because they're pissed off about something. Man, I got tired of that crap. It was just 2-7, 2-7. Okay, it doesn't lead anywhere. You just get more angry. Like it's really stupid. Like it doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. But I said all of that to say that remember just to always stay encouraged, no matter what you're going through in your life, because the devil is going to attack you if they don't love Jesus. If they don't serve Jesus with a full heart, they will attack you because they do not like the light in your heart. They don't want to see you happy. They just don't. Even if they don't want to admit it, even if they don't believe it. People that don't know Jesus like that, they do not want to see you happy. But that's not my problem. I'm going to stay happy. I don't care what people do. And I keep proving because I never come back around a person that tries to piss me off and let them see that they made me upset. I just still go keep moving forward. And I will ignore them if I have to or do whatever it takes, but they will not get to see me get upset. Hardly ever because I just don't like it. They're just trying to energy swap with you. They're trying to take your good, pure energy, happy energy, and they want to trade you their negative, pissed off energy. And no, thank you. I don't want it. You keep your. I don't want your negative energy. I'm gonna stay with my positive energy. That's what I'm gonna do. And if people want to try to piss me off on purpose, then Jesus is gonna deal with your children. It's just that's just facts. If you're messing with his child, right? You're messing with his child. So he's looking at you like, okay, I'm gonna mess with yours. And it's just facts. I'm not saying anything I haven't said to nobody else around me. Believe. I even say it to myself. If I mess with God's chosen ones, my children will be affected by it. It just will be. It's just the way it is. He is a jealous guy, and he doesn't like when people mess with his children. He just doesn't like it. Just like when a dad doesn't like when you talk shit about his child or try to be mean to his child. It's the same exact thing. So what's different about it? I mean, come on now. Jesus has many sons and daughters, though, billions of them. So he's very protective over his children. I'm just glad that I'm able to get this topic out because I know this is for someone out there. I know someone's trying to piss you off and try to energetically take your energy just so they can make themselves feel better about themselves. Try to make people pissed off and nothing. 333, just because they're mad. That's what people do when they need healing and they need to go within, practice healing, practice positivity, not to have a negative mouth on them, not to it's them that needs to do the work on how to speak to people, how to present themselves around people, how to treat people with respect. That's on them. You could try to lead them to the water, and that's about it. They have to still drink of that water. They still have to take a drink. Just simple fact. And if they don't drink the water, then they just don't drink the water. One on the phone. They just don't. But at least you try to help. At least you try to help. So, you know me. That's why I love Jesus. That's why I love Jesus telling me, oh, he's beautiful. Oh, forevermore. I see you. I'm too excited right now to even attempt to sing. I'm just too energetically freaking like in another planet right now in the 5D. I keep meditating on it so much that I can't actually do anything right now that I want to do. It's just too much for me sometimes. The actual like this overwhelming joy that I feel when I speak about God and the angels of heaven, all the archangels, all the ancestors, and all of them. I hope that everyone is doing great. I hope all y'all know that no matter what people do to you in the dark, it will always be shining the light. And I hope you never get discouraged about moving forward. 333 at the top. And just stay in a peaceful mindset. Don't let anybody bring you down. Just don't. I'll be in the clouds though, hoping and praying for you, making sure I do my part. That's what I love to do. That's what I do. All right, love you, soul tribe.